Depression is the inability to do anything, a loss of interest in any activity. You have been looking for too long at the darkness of the tunnel. All you have to do is to stare back at the light. Depression is not something to be taken lightly. It smothers you. It makes you feel helpless until you fall into this deep, dark hole of despair. But there is a way out. Courage, bravery, hope, action. My name is Chris Quegg, and today we're going to be talking about depression and how to solve depression by work in progress. Let's get started. So, what depression essentially is a loss of interest or a feeling that you can't do anything. This might be because of current stressors in life where it just smothers you, or life just feels too heavy for you to dream or for you to take any action. Well, action doesn't necessarily mean to do something physically. Maybe we can work on your mental side. Maybe we can work on finally seeing your dreams once again. So what I want you to do is to get a piece of paper and write down everything that you want to become in the next year. Just write down what you want to be in 1 year starting today. Now I will show you guys an example of what I did. This will only range for until 3 months, and what it has here is 15% body fat with visible abs and muscles, clear skin with healed blemishes, and 85% or higher in 90% of all my assignments and exams. That's only my goals. You could write anything you want. You could write, actually I have a year. You could write, I want 10,000 subscribers by the end of October. Or I want 10% body fat. Or I want to gain muscle. Or I want to win a championship. You could write anything down. And the most important tip for this is to be honest. Be honest on what you actually want to become. If, for example, you want to go outside, if, for example, you want to get something, but there are people who bring you down and think that you can achieve that thing, write it either way. Because they don't own your life. You own your life. They are not a part of your life. You have the responsibility of your life. So don't give them the power to control your life. And they are not a threat to your dreams. They are not an obstacle. So once again, write everything that you want to become in 1 year on a piece of paper. You could write anything down. Anything. Now that you have a paper full of your goals and everything that you want to become, it's now time to take action. Think of the smallest goals that you can do to make progress in that goal. For example, you wrote, I want to have more friends. I want to have more relationships. I want to have a girlfriend. For example, you wrote those stuff. Now, the action step for you right now might not be to go outside. Maybe that's friction. Maybe the action step is going out and buying a book on speaking skills, on how to be better in social situations. Maybe the action step for you really is to go outside and try to talk to new people. Think of life as a game. Think of everything that you do as something that you can level up on. There are two words in social skills: social and skill. Being social is a skill. And the more you do it, the more you work on it, the more you'll get better. But of course, there is one important caveat to all of this. You need to take action. So if you wrote down that goal already, find the smallest thing that could make you get to that goal. What's important right now is to get yourself onto the momentum of success. So no matter how small that goal is, you work on it. And when you achieve that goal, you set something higher. And when you achieve that goal, you said something, oh, but you failed. Now, if you fail, what you do is you don't aim for a higher goal. You lower the weight. You lower the progression until you get success once again. Once you get success once again, you then build the momentum faster than you have before. And when you reach that point and when you succeed, you're gonna go higher up. That's it. Life does not always need to be heavy. You do not always have to make Herculean efforts to get what you want. What's important for now is showing up. Quantity over quality. Right? Go straight to your goals and get the action done. So by now, you are on the road to achieving your dreams. I'm really proud of you. But there is one enemy. That enemy is you. That version of you wants to consume distractions. That version of you wants to stay complacent. That version of you hates discomfort. That version of you fears improvement. So what does it do? It goes to YouTube. It watches endless reels. It goes to forbidden sites. You already know what I mean. Because those give you the cheapest dopamine hits that makes you feel like you're making progress towards something. That's fucking bullshit. You're not making progress in anything. And trust me, no one is going to save you except for yourself. The action step to this is to go to YouTube, and I'm actually allowing you to look at your reels. Now, if you see a reel that's not connected to your goals, if you see a reel that's not educational, you click not interested. If you see a video that's not connected to your goals, if you see a video that's not educational, then you click uninterested. You go to Instagram now. If you see something that's not related to your goal, the whole thing, not interested. Videos, not interested. TikTok, not interested. Whole thing, not interested. Right? This is your smallest action step. And the whole time that you're doing it, you might be tempted, oh, I want to watch something. Please don't. Don't sacrifice your dreams for small time pleasure, for a small moment of pleasure. This is the smallest action step that I can think of. But if you can think of something else to get rid of your distractions, then by all means go do it. If you think you're brave enough to go delete those apps all at once, then go ahead and do it. But basically from experience, it is really hard to just cut it cold turkey. So what you do is you progressively overload. Addiction is hard to overcome by cutting it out cold turkey. Addiction is way more easier defeated when you replace it with something better. Okay, that's really good fucking advice. But yes, addiction is more easily defeated when you replace it with something better. That's cool advice. Alright, this is the last step. Consistency. By this point, you already have your goals. You already know what to do to achieve those goals. And now you are getting rid of the distractions that are preventing you from achieving the goals. This is the most important step. Consistency. Watch out for when you get success and you feel like that's the end of the road and you begin to become complacent. Watch out for that. How do we fix that? Keep your goals in your mind always. Have it in your thoughts. Get into the mindset that time taken for distractions is time taken away from achieving your goals. Do you really want that? Do you really want to stay where you are? I know you don't. I know you want a way out. So please, this might be your lowest moment. And when you achieve something higher, do not be complacent. Because you will fall right back in if you become complacent. We fix that by putting in your mind your goals and what you want to become. Always 24/7 stat. Make that your lifestyle. Make that your addiction. Make that your dreams. Life is honestly really short And we have dreams. And those dreams might not happen because of distractions, of fears that are garnered from limited beliefs and bad mental health. So please, as a person who has gone through what you might be going through right now, please stick to this journey because the other side is way better. Stop looking at the darkness of the tunnel and start looking at the light. I really want you to succeed. I really want you to be happy. So, what you do is you act. You act now. Don't let excuses hinder you further on. You are stronger than you think you are. You are smarter than you think you are. You're stronger than you look. You're smarter than you think. And you are more courageous than you can ever imagine. If you want more information about this topic, I recommend going to Hamza's channel over here and looking at his videos. I'll put it up over here and you watch it because that's where I got my inspiration from and basically everything that I learned. So I owe it to this guy over here. And that's about it for this video. I really hope you enjoyed it and I can't wait to see your progress. Leave a like, subscribe, and leave a comment if I helped you. Stay young, stay healthy, peace, love. That's a good ass video, bro.